This tutorial is to walk you through adding books to your Shelfari. Shelfari is by Amazon, and then adding them to your shelf to your Google site. And anywhere you can embed HTML code or add a widget, you could add this shelf. So I wanted to make that clear as well. First of all, you have to log on to Shelfari, and you can do that by using your Amazon login. If you don't have an Amazon account, I would really recommend getting one. And then you go to shelfari.com and you'll see my shelf is already here. But I want to add books to my shelf because I've read more books. So you do that by going to find a book. So I'm going to search for a book that I've read. And you just click the add button underneath the book. It's going to ask you to give a review. Right now I'm just going to rate it. I'm going to hit 5 stars. I'm going to hit next. I'm going to skip the rest of the stuff. And then it's done and it has added to my shelf. And that's how you would add books to yourself. Shelf. The next thing that you do is you go to your profile to get back to your shelf and click My Shelf. So I now have my whole shelf showing. It was just my shelf, not the other stuff. I'm not on my home page. And I want to click Put Your Shelf on Your blog. This gives me the embed code that I need. So this part is really important. You need to copy the entire code. You can do that by hitting right-click copy or Control C on your keyboard, which is what I like to do. Now you need to go to your Google ePortfolio. So you're going to go to Google, and the first thing you need to do is sign in. This part is really important. So sign into your Google account. Once you're signed in, you're going to click the little grid at the top. Then you're going to go down and click More, and you're going to say Even More. And it's going to take you to a big page. Now I skipped through Blogger. You could go to Blogger and add yourself to your blog as well. Here you scroll down to Home and Office in this section and you'll find Sites. So you're going to click on your site. It'll list any sites you've created. I'm going to go to Lot ePortfolio, which is just a sample course. A sample site I haven't updated. And this is where I'm going to add my shelf on my site, not on this page though. This is the edit button. So anytime you need to edit the page that you're on, you have to click that button or else you're not going to be able to do anything. I'm going to go to courses, and I know that I want to highlight 4 courses on my ePortfolio. So I'm going to decide to put Education 370 Children's Literature on course 3. So I'm going to click course 3 and I'll change those tabs later. Once I'm here, now I'm going to click edit the page. This will give me the tools I need to embed that Shelfari widget. So you see this little HTML button? If you click that, it's going to give you the ability to add code. So I'm going to click that button, and then I'm just going to click right after whatever's here, and I'm going to paste it in. I can either right click and paste or Control V as in victory, and that will add it in. And then I'll click update. It says it's going to be modified because some things aren't permitted, but I'm just going to say okay. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to hit save. And even though it doesn't show as fun as it does on the Shelfari site, it does give you a list of some of the books that you've used. So if I click on one of the books, it's going to take me over to where the sidewalk ends. So that's something that you can do, and it's not as functional as it is on a blog. So I think what I'll do is I'll also show you on a blog. So now I'm going to go to More up here on the toolbar already because I have my sites up, and I'm going to go to Blogger. And I'm going to go to my blog and click the little edit. I'm not going to add I'm going to add a new post. So you click the little new post button. And once in here, I'm going to title the post My Shelfari Shelf. Sounds a little redundant, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then in here, we want to again go to HTML. So it's right over here. I'm going to paste that code in again. I'm going to click the HTML button. And then I'm going to hit, it's saving it as I go. And then I'm going to hit publish. And I want to view my blog now. So I'm going to click view blog. And here is my Shelfari shelf on my blog. So you could put it in both places. It's kind of a fun widget to let people see what you're reading, and it shows it in such a visual way that your students really will enjoy seeing it as well. And that is how you get a Shelfari widget on both your Google site and on your blog.